Alright, Part 231 Railroad Safety Appliance Standards. We're going to be reading about caboose. Alright, running boards may be admitted to the caboose car if the platform is built after June 1st, 1970, which each of the following conditions have been met. The ladder's roof handholders include the ladder extension, cupola, handholds, and specified with the paragraphs C, D, and E of this 231.10 and also are admitted. There's an appropriate notice to be posted in the positive manner stenciled with the interior caboose stating operating employees are prohibited under all conditions occupying with the roof of the caboose. The safety means of the provided with to ensure the safety of operating employee when required for the cleaning and maintaining windows for the caboose without running boards. For the following additional safety appliances are specified with the security installed with the outer edge of the platform. A, safety railing 1, number 4, and 2, 2, upper 2, lower 2, vertical 4, 2 dimensions. Minimum diameter 1 inch wrought iron steel material for the equivalent strength. Maximum clearance 4, preferably 6 inches, except for the brace finishing locations. 3 locations. Vertical 1 at each of the corner of the extending from the platform ends over the level with the lower horizontal safety railing and suitable bracket roof. Horizontal upper across each end of the near the outer edge of the skirtly brace with a vertical support not less than 48, no more than 54 inches above the top of the platform, extending not less than full width of the platform, excluding the handbrake sanction area. Horizontal lower across each end of the car near the outer edge of the securely braced with the vertical support not less than 34, more than 42 inches above the platform, excluding the handbrake stanchion area, and applying opening may be provided with near the center. Such opening shall provide secure safety chains not less than a quarter inch in diameter, wrought iron, steel, or other secure suitable closure. 4. Manner of application. Safety relating shall be considered securely fastened with a 1.5 inch bolt rivets when possible, securely supported at weld with the connection, vertical, horizontal safety railing, vertical support, and permissible. Those can be applicable. Those appliances fabricated in single unit kick plates, number 4, 2 dimensions. Minimum thickness of 10 gauge raw iron, steel, other material equivalent strength. Width minimum 24 inches. Height minimum 24 inches. 3. Location 1 near each of the end and outer edge, not more than 12 inches of the adjacent vertical safety railing with the bottom edge near to the top of the plate and handbrake stand. Make severe as part of the kick plate. 4. The manner of application securely fastening 1/2 inch bolt rivets and weld. Vertical handrail support in space not more than 18 inches apart may be in lieu of the kick plates. The stovepipe may be securely to prevent turning. 6. The window shall be laminated safety type, glass or equivalent. Existing caboose cars with platforms running boards may be removed with the caboose car platforms built under the construction on before June 1st, 1970, when each of the following conditions have been met. The ladder treads around above the safety railing of the roof handholds, including the ladder extension cupola handholds specified with the paragraph C, D, and E of the statute 231 and 0 are removed. All right. The appropriate notice to be in protective manner and stenciled in the interior caboose, stating operating employees were prohibited under all conditions of the occupying of the roof of this caboose. The safety means must be provided with to ensure the safety of the operating employee when required for the cleaning and maintaining windows for the caboose without running boards. The end of the platform safe railing and the handheld arrangement will deem to meet the requirements except for the upper safety railing kick plates when those appliances are not removed. The vertical support are not more than 24 inches apart. Such supports may be used in lieu of the kick plates. That following additional safety appliances, when not so provided with the securely installed with the outer edge of each of the platform. 8. Safety railing 1. Number horizontal upper 2 dimension. Minimum diameter 1 inch raw iron steel material equivalent strength. Minimum clearance 4, preferably 6 inches at the brace, preferring location. 3. Location. Horizontal upper each end of the car near the outer edge is securely braced with a vertical support not less than 40 inches, not more than 54 above the platform, extending not less than full width of the platform, excluding the handbrake stanchion area. Ladder tread not more than 2 inches below the level of upper safety railing may be served as a portion set by the safety railing. Alright, B. The kickplates and vertical support same as provided with the caboose and the platforms built for the after June 1st, 1990. See above. The 6. The stovepipe should be secured to prevent turning. 7. The cupola above the bay windows shall be laminated safety type with the glass equivalent, and all other cruise windows shall be provided with the honor before June 1st, 1975. 231.1. Caboose cars with platforms. Handbrakes. Numbered the same as specified with the box and other house cars. See Statute 231.1A1. Dimensions. Same specified with the box and other house cars. See 231.1A2. 3. Location. 1. Each of the handbrakes shall be located that it can be safely operated while the car is in motion. 2. The brake shaft on the caboose cars without platform shall be located on the end of the car to left of the center. 3. The cars are not required to change the brakes on the right or left side of the steel underframe cars with platforms and sills in service July 1st, 1911, except with such appliances renewed at what time must be made to comply with the standards and prescribed. 4. The manner of application, same as specified with the box and other houses. See Statute 231.1A4. Brake steps, same specified with the box and other house cars. See Statute 231.1B. Running boards, 1. Number, same as specified with the box and other houses cars. See Statute 231.1C1. 2. The dimensions, same as specified for the box and other houses cars. See Statute 231.1C2. Location 1. Full length of the car, center of the roof on the caboose cars, but the cupolas longitude of running board shall extend with the cupola at the end of the roof. 2. Outside metal roof cars with the latitude extension leading to ladder locations. 4. The manner of application, same as specified with the box or other houses car. See Statute 231.1C4. D. Sill steps specified for the box and other house cars. See Statute 231.1D. E. Side doors and steps. 1. Number 2, if caboose has size door. 2. Dimensions, minimum length of 5 feet, minimum 6 inches, minimum thickness of the tread, 1.5 inches, minimum height of the backstop, 3 inches, maximum height of the top of the rail to the top of the tread, 24 inches. 3. Location, 1 under each side of the door. Manner of application, side door steps shall be supported by the 2 iron brackets having minimum cross-section area of 7/8 of it by 3 inches of the equivalent, each of the width shall be securely fastened to the car, not less than 2 by 3.25 inch bolt. 5. Ladders, number 4. Dimensions, same as specified with the box and other houses. See Statute 231E2. Alright, 3. Location, same as specified with the box and other houses. See Statute 231.1E3. Except for the caboose has side doors, but the side ladder shall be located to not more than 8 inches from the door. The manner of application, see specified for box other houses statute of the box cars. See Statute 231.1E4. End of ladder clearance. Number 1. No part of the car end of the sills within 30 inches of the side of the car, except for the buffer block brake and the brake wheel and the brake step of the running board. Uncoupling lever shall extend within 12 inches of the vertical plane, parallel with the end of the car, passing through the inside of the knuckle, then closed with the coupler horn against the buffer block or end sill, and no other part of the end of the car fixtures are same above the end sills. Other exemptions noted in the subparagraph shall extend beyond the outer face of the buffer block. Alright, 2. Carriers are not required to make the changes and secure additional end of the ladder clearance within the cars within service July 1st, 1911 that have 10 or more inches ending the end ladder of the clearance within 30 inches of the side car until the car has shopped for the working amount practical rebuilding of the car, at which time they must be made to comply with the standards prescribed. H. Roof handles, number 4. Dimensions as specified with the box and other house cars. See Statute 231.1G2. Location 3. Location 1 over the each of the ladder on the roof line with the running of the parallel to the tread of the ladder, not less than 8, no more than 15 inches of the edge of the roof. 2. While the stiles on the ladder extend 12 inches move above the more above the roof, no other roof handholds are required. 3. Carriers are not required to change the location of handholds on cars served with July 1st, 1911, except for the handholds on the end of the sill where the appliances are within 3 inches of the required location, except that when the cars undergo regular repairs, they must be made to comply with the standards prescribed. 4. The manner of application. Roof handholds shall be securely fastened with not less than a half-inch bolt with it. Run nuts outside with, when possible, the riveted or will not less than 1/2 inch of the rivets. 1. Cupola handholds 1, number 1 or more. 2. The dimensions minimum diameter 5/8 of an inch, raw iron or steel, minimum clearance 2, preferably 2.5 inches. 3. Location 1. Continuous cupola handhold extending around the top of the cupola, not more than 3 inches from the edge of the cupola roof. For the right end of the handholds, one at each of the corner not less than 16 inches of the car length with the point of the angle that may be taken to place in one continuous handhold specified at locations coincide. 3. The carriers are not required to change the location handholds of the car service July 1st, 1911, except for the end of the handholds under the end of the sill where the appliances are within 3 inches of the required location, except that when the cars undergo regular repairs, they must be made to comply with the standard prescribed. 4. Manner of application. Cupola handholds securely fastened with not less than a half-inch bolts with the run nuts outside of the riveted over with not less than a half-inch rivet. J. Side handholds 1, number 4. 2. The dimension same specified with the box or other house cars. See Statute 231-1H2. 3. Location horizontal 1 near each of the end of the side of the car, not less than 24 inches, no more than 30 inches above the center line with the coupler clearance for the outer end of the handhold shall not be more than 8 inches from the end of the car. 2. Carriers are not required to change the location of the handholds car service for July 1st, 1911, except for the end of the handholds and insills where the appliances are within 3 inches of the required location, except for when the cars undergo regular repairs, they must be made then to comply with the standards prescribed. 4. The manner of application same as specified with the box or other house cars. See Statute 231H4. Okay, side door handholds 1. Number 4, 2 curved, 2 straight. Dimension minimum diameter 5/8 of an inch raw iron. Steel minimum clearance 2, preferably 2.5 inches. 3. Location 1 curved handle for the point of the side of each of the door opposite the ladder, not less than 36 inches above the top of the car, curving away from the downward door. To the point no more than 6 inches above the bottom of the car. 2. The 1 vertical handhold of the ladder, each of the door from the point of the less not less than 36 inches above the bottom of the car. 2. The point not more than 6 inches above the level of the bottom of the door. 3. Carriers are not required to change the location of the handholds on the cars in service July 1st, 1911, except for the handholds under the end of the sills where the appliances are within 3 inches of the required location, except when the car undergoes regular repairs, they must be made to comply with the standards prescribed. 4. Manner of application. Side door handholds shall be securely fastened with not less than a half-inch bolt with the nut outside when possible with the rivets over the not less than a half-inch rivets. 1. Horizontal end handholds 1, numbered with the same specified with the blocks or other house cars. See Statute 231-1-1. Dimension 231-AI-1. Dimensions specified for the blocks or other house cars. See Statute 231-I. 2. Location 1. Same specified for the box and other house cars. See Statute 231-1I. 3. Except for additional handhold shall be on each end of the car with the platform end so for the here and there described unless the car has door center of the end since said the handhold shall be not less than 24 inches in length and located near the center of the car, not less than 30, no more than 60 inches above the platform end so. 2. Carriers are not required to change the location of the handholds car service July 1st, 1911, except for the end of the handholds under the end where the appliances are within 3 inches of the required location, except where the cars undergo regular repairs, they must be made to comply with the standards prescribed in said order. Manner of application same as specified with the box or other house cars. See Statute 231-1I-4. Alright, M. Vertical handhold, same as specified with the box or other house cars. See Statute 231-1J. Uncoupling levers, same as specified for the box or other house cars. See Statute 231K. Alright, 231-12. Passenger train cars with vestibules. A. Handbrakes. 1. Number. Each of the passenger cars shall be equipped with the efficient handbrake, which shall operate with the harmony to power braking therein. 2. The location. Each of the handbrakes shall be located so they can be safely operated while the car is in motion. B. The side handholds. 1. Number. 8. And 2. The dimension. Minimum diameter 5/8 of an inch metal with a minimum clearance length of 16 inches. Minimum clearance 1/4 inch, preferably at 1.5 inches. Location. Vertical. 1 on each of the vestibule door. 4. Manner of application. Side handhold securely fastened with the bolts and rivets and screws. Each handholds 1. Number 4. 2. The dimension minimum diameter of the 5/8 of an inch wrought with the iron steel. Minimum clearance length 16 inches. Minimum clearance of the 2 inches, preferably 2.5 inches. 2. Handholds shall be flush with the project no more than 1 inch beyond the vestibule face. 3. The location horizontal 1 near each end of the side end of the projecting downward on the face of the vestibule end so clearance for the outer end of the handhold shall not be more than 16 inches of the side of the car. 4. Manner of application. Each end of the handhold shall be securely fastened with the bolts and rivets, the markers, and sockets, the brackets, and are located that they cannot be conventionally reached. From the platform, suitable steps and handholds shall be provided for the men in reach of such sockets and brackets. D. Uncoupling levers. 1. Uncoupling the attachment shall be applied so that they can be operated with the person standing on the ground. 2. The minimum length of the ground uncoupling attachment 42 inches measured from the center line end of the car and handle with the attachment. 3. On passenger trains used with the freight and mixed train services, the uncoupling attachment should be applied with the coupler and can be operated with the left side of the car. 231.13 passenger train crews with the open end platforms. A. Handbrakes. 1. Number each of the passenger train shall be equipped with an efficient handbrake with the which shall operate in the harmony with the power brake thereon. 2. Location. Each of the handbrakes shall be located and it can be safely operated while the car is in motion. B. Each of the handholds. 1. Number 4 for the dimension minimum diameter 5/8 of an inch raw iron or steel. Minimum clearance length 16 inch for the minimum clearance 2 inches to preferably 2.5 inches. Handholds shall be flush with the project not more than 1 inch beyond the surface of the ends filled. 3. The location. Horizontal 1 near each side of the end of the face of the platform sill. The projecting downward the clearance of the outer end of the handhold shall not be more than 16 inches from the end of the sill. 4. Manner of application. End-to-end holes shall be securely fastened with the bolts and rivets to the end of the platform. Handholds 1. And number 4. The cars equipped with the safety gates for the not require end of the platform handholds. 2. The dimension minimum clearance, preferably 2.5 inches. Metal location horizontally from near the door post and point of not more than 12 inches of the corner of the car. The approximately vertical to a point not more than 6 inches of the top of the platform. Horizontal portion shall be not less than 24 inches in length, not more than 40 inches above the platform. 4. The manner of the application. Each of the platform handholds shall be securely fastened with bullets and rivets and screws. D. The uncoupling levers, uncoupling attachments shall be applied so that they can be operated by the person standing on the ground. 2. Minimum length of the ground uncoupling attachment is 42 inches measured for the center end of the car to the handle of the attachment. Alright, 3. On passenger train cars are using the freight and mixed train services, uncoupling attachments shall be applied with the coupler can be operated from the left side of the car. 231.14 passenger train cars without and platforms. Handbrake. 1. Number each of the passenger train cars shall be equipped with an efficient handbrake which shall operate with the harmony of the power brake thereon. Location. Each of the handbrakes shall be so located that it be safely operated with the cars in motion. B. Sill steps. 1. Number 4. 2. The dimension minimum length of the tread to 10, preferably 12 inches. Minimum cross-sectional area 1/2 or by 1 1/2 inches. Equivalent wrought iron steel. Minimum clearance depth 8 inches. 3. Location. 1. Near each end of each side of no more than 24 inches from the car or of the car to the center of the tread sill with the step. 2. The outside edge of the tread step shall be not more than 2 inches inside of the face of the side of the car. 3. Tread shall be not more than 24, preferably not more than 22 inches above the top of the rail. 4. The manner of application. 1. Step exceeding 18 inches of the depth that shall have the additional tread and laterally brace. 2. Sill steps shall be securely fastened with not less than 1/2 inch bolts with the outside when possible with the riveted over with not less than a 1/2 inch rivets. C. Side handles. 1. Number 4. 2. The dimension minimum diameter 5/8 of an inch for iron steel. Minimum clearance length of the 16, preferably 24 inches. Minimum clearance of the 2, preferably 2.5 inches. 3. The location. Horizontal vertical. 1 near each end of the car over the sill step. The horizontal not less than 24, no more than 30 inches above the center line of the coupler. 2. The vertical lower end of the not less than 18, no more than 24 inches above the center line of the coupler. 4. On the manner of the application. Side handle shall be securely fastened with bolts and rivets and screws. D. The end of the handholds in 1. Number 4. For the 2. The dimension minimum diameter 5/8 of an inch raw iron steel. Minimum clearance length of the 16 inch minimum clearance. 2. Preferably 2.5 inches. 3. The location horizontally 1 near each of the end of the projecting downward from the face end of the sill with the sheathing. The clearance for the outer end of the handhold shall be not more than 6 inches from the side of the car. 4. The manner of application. 1. Handhold shall be flush with or project no more than 1 inch beyond the face of the end of the sill. 2. The end of the handhold shall be securely fastened with the bolts and rivets. 3. When the marker cycles of the brackets are located so that they are not conveniently reached with the platform suitable step, the handhold shall be provided with the men to reach the sockets of the bracket. Each handrail on cars of the projection end of the sills. 1. Number 4. 2. The dimension minimum diameter 5/8 of an inch raw iron steel. Minimum clearance 2, preferably 2.5 inches. 3. Location on each of the side of each of the car that's extending for horizontally with the doorpost vestibule frame to the point but not more than 6 inches from the corner of the car. The approximately vertical to the point not more than 6 inches from the top of the platform. And so horizontal portion shall not be less than 30 inches, no more than 60 inches above the platform. And so 4. The manner of application. Each handheld rail shall be securely fastened with the bolts and rivets and screws. F. Side doors steps. 1. Number 1 under each of the doors. 2. The dimension minimum length tread 10, preferably 12 inches. Minimum cross-sectional area 1.5 by 1/2 by 1 1/2 inches, equivalent to the wrought iron and steel minimum clearance depth of 8 inches. Location outside each of the edge of the tread, not more than 2 inches inside of the face of the side of the car of the tread, not more than 25, preferably not more than 22 inches above the top of the rail. 4. The manner of application: 1. Steps exceeding 18 inches of the depth shall have an additional tread and be laterally braced. 2. The side of the door steps shall be securely fastened with not less than 1/2 inch bolts for the nuts outside, when possible riveted, or will not less than 1/2 inch rivets. 2. 3. The vertical handhold not less than 24 inches from the car length shall be applied above each of the side door steps on the step of the door post. G. Uncoupling levers. Uncoupling attachments shall be applied so that they can be operated with by a person standing on the ground. 2. The minimum length of the ground uncoupling attachment, 42 inches, measured from the center line of the end of the car to the handle of the attachment. 3. On the passenger train covers is used in the freight of the mixed train surface, the uncoupling attachment shall be applied with the coupler can be operated from the left side of the car. 231.15. Steam locomotives used in the road surfaces. 1. Tender till steps. 1. Number 4 on the tender. 2. The dimension bottom bottom tread not less than 8 by 12 inches metal may have wooden treads. 2. The stirrup steps are used. The clear length of the tread shall not be less than 10 inches, preferably 12 inches. 3. The location wooden ears for the corner of the tender on the sides. 4. The manner of application: tender sill steps shall be securely fastened with the bolts and rivets. 2. B. The pilot sill steps. And 1. Number 2. 2. The dimension tread not less than 8 inches in the width of 10 inches in length. The metal may have the wooden treads. 3. The location on or near each end of the buffer beams outside of the rail, not more than 16 inches above the rail. 4. The manner of application: pilot sill steps shall be securely fastened with the bolts and rivets. 2. C. The pilot beam holds. Pilot beam handholds. Number 2. The dimension: minimum diameter 5/8 of an inch, raw iron steel, minimum clearance length 14, preferably 16 inches, minimum clearance 2.5 inches. 3. Location: 1 on each end of the buffer beam. If uncoupling lever extends across the front of the end of the locomotive to the 8 inches, the end of the buffer beam is 7/8 of an inch or more than the diameter, securely fastened with the clearance of the 2.5 inches of its handhold. 4. The manner of application: pilot beam to the handhold shall be securely fastened with the bolts and rivets. D. Side handholds. 1. Number 6. 2. The dimensions: the minimum diameter if in horizontal 5/8 of an inch and vertical 7/8 of an inch, raw iron or steel. Horizontal minimum clearance length of 16 inches, vertical car length equal to approximately height of the tank, the minimum clearance. 2. To preferably 2.5 inches. Location: 1. Horizontal and the vertical on one each side of the tender within 6 inches of the rear of the or on the corner of the horizontal seam specified with the boxer or other house car. See Statute 231H3. 2. On each side of the tender near the gangway. 1. On each side of the locomotive of the gangway applied vertically. 4. The manner of application: side handholds shall be securely fastened with not less than 1/2 inch bolt of the rivets. E. The rear hand holds. 1. Number 2. The dimension: minimum diameter 5/8 of an inch, raw iron steel, minimum clearance length 14 inches, minimum clearance but 2 inches, preferably 2.5 inches. 3. Location: horizontal 1 near each side of the rear of the end of the tender face on, and then till clearance to either end of the handhold shall not be more than 16 inches from the side of the tender. 4. Manner of application: rear end of handhold shall be securely fastened with not less than a 1/2 inch bolt for the rivets. F. Uncoupling levers. 1. Number 2. The doubled levers operated with either side. 2. The dimension rear end of levers shall extend across the end of the tender from the handles not more than 12, preferably 9 inches from the side of the tender, with the guard bent to handle to give not less than 2 inches in clearance around the handle. 3. Location: on the rear end of the tenders, 1 of the front end of the locomotive handles of the front end levers shall be not more than 12, preferably 9 inches from the end of the buffer beam, and shall be so constructed to give the minimum clearance of the 2 inches around the handle. And 4. The manner of application: uncoupling levers shall be securely fastened with the bolts and rivets. 3. G. The couplers. Locomotive shall be equipped with automatic couplers at the rear tender of the front of the locomotive. Alright, 231.16. Steam locomotives used in switching services. A. The footboards. 1. Number 2 or more. 2. The dimension minimum width of the tread or inches. 2. The minimum height of the backstop 4 inches above the tread. 3. The height of the top of the rail at the top of the tread not more than 12 inches, not less than 9 inches. 4. If the minimum thickness of the tread shall be 1/2 inch, 1 1/2 inch, preferably 2 inches. 5. The footboards may be made with material other than wood, provided with the same with a greater degree of safety than wood. If 1 1/2 inch thickness would be made in material other than the wood thickness, tread surface shall be an anti-skid design construction with a sufficient open space for the permanent eliminating snow and ice from the tread. 3. The location: each of the sidecar in the open if on end shall extend not less than 18 inches outside of the gauge and straight track shall not be more than 12 inches shorter than the buffer beam at each of the end. 4. The manner of application E1. Each end of the footboard may be constructed in 2 sections, provided with practically with all the space on each side of the coupler is filled with each of the sections shall not be less than 3 inches, 3 feet in length. 2. The footboard shall be securely bolted with 2 1 and by 4 inch metal brackets, provided with the footboard is not cut and notched in any point. 2. If the footboard is cut or notched in 2 sections not less than 4 by 1, 4 1 by 3 in metal brackets shall be used with the glue located on each side of the coupler. Each bracket shall be securely bolted with the buffer beam and sill tank frame not less than 2 7/8 inch bolts. 4. If the side footboards are used with a substantial handhold with the railroad shall be applied, of substantial hand or rail shall be applied, but not less than 30 inches, no more than 60 inches above the tread of the footboard. B. The sill steps of the number 2 or more. The 2. The dimension of 1 lower of the tread of the step shall not be less than 8 by 12 inches. Metal may have wooden treads. 3. 2. The syrup steps are used to clear the length of the tread shall not be less than 10 by preferably 12 inches. Location 1 or more. Each of the gangway shall be secured by the locomotive and the tender. 4. The manner of application sill steps shall be securely fastened with the bolts or rivets. C. The end handholds 1. Number 2. The dimension minimum diameter 1 inch brought in the iron step of the iron or steel minimum clearance 4 inches, except for the coupler casting of the braces. Minimum clearance shall be 2 inches. 3. Location 1 of the pilot buffering 1 of the rear end of the tender, with extending across the front of the locomotive. Rear end of the tender end of the handhold shall not be more than 6 inches from the end of the buffer beam. End of the slip will securely fasten at the ends. D. Side handholds 1. Number 4. 2. The dimension minimum diameter 7/8 of the inch raw iron steel clearing length equal to the approximate height of the tank of the minimum clearance of 2, preferably 2.5 inches. 3. Location vertical on one of each of the side of the tender near the front of the corner on each of the locomotive of the gangway. 4. The manner of application. Side handholds shall be securely fastened with the bolts and rivets. E. Uncoupling levers 1. Number 2. The double levers are operated with either the side. The 2 dimensions handhold with the front lever that shall not be more than 12, preferably 9 inches from the end of the buffer beam shall be constructed as to give minimum clearance with the 2 inches around the head handle. 2. Rear end levers shall be extended across the tender with a handle with not more than 12 inches, 12 preferably 9 inches from the side of the tender with the guard bent on the handle to give not less than 2 inches clearance around the handle. Alright, 3. The location on the rear end of the tender, one of the front of the locomotive, the handrail step for the headlight switching locomotive, the sloping tender for the manhole headlight located with the sloping portion of the tender shall be equipped that secure steps and with the handrail platform with the handrail leading to the manhole headlight. G. End of the ladder clearance. No part of the locomotive tender except for the drafting rigging coupler attachment safely with the chain, buffer block of the footboard, braking pipe at the signal pipe at the seam, heat pipe at the arms, uncoupling lever shall extend 14 inches of the vertical plane passing from the inside face of the knuckle with the closed horn or coupler against the buffer block and or end sill. H. Couplers. Locomotive shall be equipped with the automatic couplers at the rear of the tender from front of the locomotive. Alright, 231.17 specifications for common of all the steam locomotives. A. The handbrakes. Handbrakers will be not required for the locomotives nor on the tenders where attached to the locomotive. 2. If the tenders are detached from the locomotive, they should be used in special service. They should be equipped with efficient handbrakes. D. The running boards in 1. Number 2. 2. The dimensions not less than 10 inches of the wide, but if the wood is not less than 1 1/2 inch thick of the muddle, not less than 3/16 of an inch, properly supported. 3. Location on each of the side of the boiler extending from the cab at the front end to near the pilot beam. The running boards may be in the section. Flat top of the steam shafts may be the section with the running board. 4. The manner of application running of the board shall be securely fastened with the bolts and rivets and studs. 2. The locomotives have the wooden type of the boilers cab located at the top of the boiler within 12 inches forward from the boiler head with the cement suitable. The running boards running with the cab. 2. The rear of the locomotive with the handrails not less than 20, no more than 48 inches above the outside edge of the running board, securely fastened with the bolts and rivets and studs. Handrails 1, number 2 or more. 2. The dimensions not less than 1 inch for the diameter of the iron steel. 3. The location on which each of the boiler extending from the near of the cab to the near of the end of the boiler and extending across to the end of the boiler not less than 24 no more than 66 inches above the running board. 4. Manner of application. Handrails should be securely fastened to the boiler. 2. The tenders and Vanderbilt type. 1. The tenders known as the Vanderbilt type shall be equipped with the running boards, 1 on each side of the tender not less than 10 inches in width, 1 on the top of the tender not less than 40 inches in width, extending with the coal space of the rear of the tender. 2. There shall be a handrail on each side of the top of the running board, extending from the skull space for the rear of the tank, not less than 1 inch for the diameter, not less than 20 inches in height above the running board for the coal space of the manhole. There shall be a handrail extending from the coal space within 12 inches of the rear of the tank, attached for the each side of the tank above the running board, not less than 30, no more than 66 inches above the running board. 4. There shall be one vertical handhold on each of the Vanderbilt for the type of the tender located within 8 inches of the rear of the tank, extending within 8 inches of the top of the end of the sill, within 8 inches of the side handrail port, post supporting rear end of the side hand running board, if not more than 2 inches of the diameter, properly located, may form the section handhold. 5. An additional horizontal handhold shall be applied with the rear end of all Vanderbilt of the type of the tenders which are not equipped with the vestibules and handrails to be located not less than 60 not less than 30, no more than 66 inches above the top end of the sill. Clear length of the handhold to be less than 40 inches. 6. The ladder shall be applied with the forward end of the side running boards. Handrails and steps and headlights. Locomotives having headlights which can be safely conventionally reached with a pilot beam of the steam chest shall be equipped with a secured handrails suitable for the use of the men getting into and from such headlights. 2. Suitable metal inside with the ladder shall be applied with all tanks more than 40 inches in height, measured with the top of the end of the sill, securely fastened with the bolts and rivets. After the couplers, locomotive shall be equipped with automatic couplers at the rear of the tender in front of the locomotive. All right, 231.18. Cars of special construction. Cars of construction are not specifically foregoing sections, but this part relatively the handhold, sill steps, and ladders, handbrakes, or running of the boards may be considered as special construction, but still have nearly as possible the same complement of the handhold, sill steps, ladders, and handbrakes, running boards as are required for the cars of the nearest approximated type. All right, 231.19, definition of right and left. The right and left refers to the side of the person from the facing end of the side of the car from the ground. 231.20, variation size permitted. To provide the usual inaccuracy manufacturing for the where sizes of the metals are specified, a total variation of 5% below the size given is permitted. 231.21, tanker cars without underframes. Handbrakes. 1. Number same as specified with the box or other house cars. See Statute 231.1A1. Dimensions same as specified with the box or the other house cars. See Statute 231.A1.2. 3. Each of the handbrake should be located and safely operated while the car is in motion. The brake shall be located at one end of the car to the left of the corner. 4. The manner of application same as specified with the box or other house cars. See Statute 231A. 4. End of the platforms. 1. Number 2. The two-dimension minimum width of 10 inches, minimum thickness of 1 and 3/4 inch. 3. Location on each of the extending across the distance equal to the greater than any of the other portion of the car outside of the end of the platform shall extend not less than 7 inches beyond the bulge of the tank and the head of the safety railing. 4. The manner of application. Each of the platform shall be securely fastened to the draft sills with efficiently rigged with preventing sagging. C. Side sill steps shall be specified for the box or other house cars. C. Statute 231D, the end of the platform safety railing. 1. Number 2, the two-dimension minimum of 7/8 of an inch in diameter. Wrought iron steel or 1 1/4 of an inch pipe, minimum clearance 2 1/2 inches. 3. Location. 1 safety railing at each of the end of the car shall have horizontally across the car not less than 36 inches, no more than 44 inches above the end of the platform, extending downward 3 inches of the end of the platform. The safety railing shall be located no more than 6 inches from the inside of the edge of the platform. 4. The manner of application. C. The railing shall be supported with the center of the car and at each end of the extending downward end of the attaching to the platform. E. The side railing. Number 2. To the dimensions 1 1/4 inch for the pipe, the minimum clearance 2 1/2 inches. 3. Location. 1 on each side of the car, extending from the end of the platform to end of the platform, distance not less than 51 inches from the center line of the car, except that where brake is side railing is necessary for the side car operating with the cabinet. The side railing shall be securely attached with such a ladder or cabinet. Manner of application. Safety railing shall be securely attached at the end of the platform, supported from the car in intervals not exceeding 10 feet. 5. F. The side handles. Number 1, 4. 2. The dimensions same specified for the box or other house cars. See Statute 231.1H2. 3. Location. Horizontal. 1 on the face end of the platform and over the sill, projecting downward or outward. Clearance of the outward end of the handhold shall not be more than 12 inches from the end of the car. Vertical portion of the end of the platform safety railing shall be considered as a side vertical handhold. For the manner of application, same as prescribed for the box or other house cars, see Statute 231 H4 for each of the handles, number 1, number 4, to the dimensions, same as specified for the box or other house cars, see Statute 231 2. Location, horizontal one near each of the side end of the car face for the insill clearance for the outer end of the handhold shall be not more than 16 inches from the side of the car. For the manner of application, same as specified for the box or other house car, see Statute 231 I4. H, the uncoupling lever, some of the specified for the box or other house cars, see Statute 231 K. 1, end of the, end of the ladder clearance. No part of the car above the sills of the 30 inches from the side of the car, except for the buffer block brake with the brake shaft of the brackets, the brake wheel, and running boards. Uncoupler lever should extend within the 12 inches of the vertical plane with the parallel of the end of the car passing through the inside of the face of the knuckle. One goes with the coupler horn against the buffer block insill. No other part of the end of the car's fixture on the same above the end of the sills other than exemption to there and noted shall be extended beyond the outer face of the buffer block. J. Operating platform, later safety railing 1 number operating the platform 2 later safety railing not required for all the fittings in the loading and the unloading of the tank and that are accessible but the ground or end of the platform. 2 the dimensions ladder and ladder steel styles 5/8 of an inch of 2 inches of the equivalent wrought iron steel 1 of the 1 1/4 inch extra strong pipe will be considered equivalent. 2 ladder tread with the minimum diameter 5/8 of an inch wrought iron steel. 2 3 the minimum clearance length of the tread is 14 inches. The minimum spacing of the tread is 19 inches. 5 the minimum clearance for the tread ladder styles is 2 inches, preferably 2.5 inches. 6 operating platform minimum width 7 inches, minimum thickness 1 3/4 of an inch. 7 safety railing 1 1/4 of an inch wrought iron steel pipe. 3 the location operating platform be sufficient length provided with the access for the operating fittings ladders to be located on the side of the car at the center. 2 the safety railing shall enclose the operating platform manway fittings used for the loading and unloading of the tank. Railing shall be open only at the ladders and where it shall be extended with the vertical direction downward to be secured attached to the platform. Maximum width of the open 24 inches. 4 the manner of application of the ladder shall be securely fastened to the operating platform. The lower portion of the ladder shall be braced in such a manner that it is prevent any movement. 2 an operating platform shall be supported with the preventing sagging and securely attached with the tank. 3 the safety railing shall be securely attached with the stanchions and corner posts which shall be securely attached with the tank of the operating platforms. K the manner of application safety appliance for the tanker cars covered with the jackets. On tanker cars covered with the jackets, metal pads shall be securely attached with the shell property to which the bracket shall be finished with the securing of the safety appliance with attached with the tanks or safety appliances where the exemptions operated with the platform brackets may be secured to the jackets, reinforcing with the metal pad for the point of the attachment when the pads shall extend with at least 2 inches for the center line with the rivets on the operating platform bracket shall secured with the jacket, reinforce suitable bands. When safety appliances are attached to the jacket and covering the tank, the jackets shall be tightened as though they were no danger in slipping around. Alright, 231.22 Operation Track Motor Cars. On and after August 1st, 1963, it shall be unlawful for the railroad subject to requirement of safety appliances to operate with the permit and operate with the line track motor cars, pull and haul trailers, push cars, hand cars, similar cars, and equipment. 231.23 Underdirectional passenger car adapted van type semi-trailer use.